So there's something that's always been a little strange to me, right? Obviously right now the market is improving. ADA's running. It's doing well. We're up, 50% over the last month. I mean, that's a great sign. That's what you would love to see during this bear market cycle. And what is strange to me is that right now, in this time, people are comparing the gains of coins. And that doesn't really make sense to me. The big one that I see is Solana. Okay. Solana's obviously done extremely well. It got brought down to unnatural levels, with the implosion of FTX. They obviously had a large holding of Solana. And right now, or not right now, back then it brought the price down to $9. All right. And it's obviously exploded well. I will say that this is an unhealthy pump that's going on, but that's the story for a different day. So right now, Solana has been beating a lot of the market. Okay. It's up, over a 5x from that point. And that's great. Anybody that bought at that point, you're doing really well. I hope everybody wins in this market, by the way. I think that everybody can create generational wealth. I think everybody can change their position. And I hope lots of people end up entering that 1%. I think crypto gives us all the ability to do that. But for us to compare the two of these or other assets during this bear market cycle is simply foolish. The approach that I've taken when it comes to crypto is I look at more of the technical driven approach. I look at who is actually creating solutions for the problems that exist in the space, who is looking at bridging that gap between the outside world and crypto. And when it comes to Solana, guys, I just don't see it. All right. So I've shied away. I've stayed away. There are things that I don't like, right? I don't like downtime. I don't like exploits. I don't like VCs. I don't like centralization. I don't like infinite supply. All right. Those are the things that really do not check the box for me when it comes to Solana. And that's not the dog on the network, right? It's fast. It's cheap. They do well with NFTs, right? It's a dominant player in the space, right? It's done well in its own right. And I think that the coin itself will do well as you get into a bull market cycle. But in the same regard, they're not focused on fixing. They're not focused on the broader reach. They're very narrow focused, right? When you look at something like Cardano, it's much broader focused. It's bigger. It's again about bridging that gap between the outside world and crypto. And I will say this, the biggest issue that Cardano has, and I think we can all agree, is adoption. Well, guess what? Adoption is something that is very easily fixable. Okay. It actually is fixed somewhat to an extent just by bull market cycles. When there is more people flowing into crypto, when people are starting to utilize networks more, guess what? Adoption increases. Again, you could shift even just a budget towards marketing and you could easily fix the adoption problem when it comes to Cardano. All right. And again, it's fast, it's interoperable, highly scalable. It's got what's called no downtime, no exploits, right? So something like Cardano checks the boxes for me from a long-term investment standpoint, right? If I was looking at a short-term flip and wanted to ride the Solana wave, sure, I could do that. But at the same time, when we look historically at what has happened, when Solana's faced downtime, when it's faced exploits, price drops. I don't want to be stuck in something that if the network's turned off, I can't sell my coins and I'm not on exchanges. I believe in DeFi. So I'd be stuck in a DeFi network that I can't use, if that makes sense. So again, this isn't a dog on Solana or anything like that. I'm just saying that comparing the gains during these times, if you're not taking profit, is just stupid. If you've sold Solana, you took your profits, great, awesome, right? I will remind people that the gains Solana has had, the gains that ADA have had during this bear market cycle have been outdone by meme coins. All right. If you guys remember meme season from earlier this year, there are coins within the Cardano network. There are coins outside the Cardano network that have done 10x, 100x, 1000x that put us all to shame. But we're in the big dogs. We're in the ones that provide the infrastructure for the space. Okay. So that was kind of my little rant I wanted to go on. I don't think tribalism makes sense. I don't think that comparing prices right now makes sense because we haven't even hit the best times in crypto. We haven't hit the times where that capital is actually flowing into the space, which somewhat makes me to believe or leads me to believe that this Solana pump is somewhat manipulated. Again, I refer back to VCs, kind of might be a little bit of a connection there, but that's neither here nor there. The price is where it's at. It's done well. But I believe that when we get into a bull market cycle and we get to the heights of that, I do think that both these coins end up somewhere around the same in terms of the gains they've had from the lows of the bear market. So that's just my take on this. It's a little bit longer of a video, but it's just always weird to me how there's all this tribalism, right? I think everybody can thrive. I think there's going to be multiple, networks that do well in the space. I think there's going to be a lot of adoption that comes to crypto. And I think a lot of these entities are going to live here. So appreciate you guys as always. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Excuse me. Let me know your thoughts, but hope you guys have a great day. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.